Good day, everyone. You're welcome to this week's Business and Investment Tips program, a production of RCCG Christ Church Radio with Dr. Ayodeji Ebo, an investment professional. This week, we focus on key takeaways from May 2025 and what's next. Last week, the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, released the Consumer Price Index CPI report for May 2025. The CPI measures inflation by tracking changes in prices of goods and services that households purchase. By analyzing these price variations over time, we can gain valuable insights into economic trends and overall cost of living. The CPI is calculated monthly, and inflation is expressed in two primary ways: by comparing prices of goods and services from May 2025 to May 2024, which is year on year, and from May 2025 to April 2025, which is month on month. According to the report, Nigeria's headline inflation eased to 22.97% year on year in May 2025 relative to 23.71% year on year in April 2025. On a month-on-month basis, headline inflation dipped significantly to 1.53% month-on-month in May 2025 compared to 1.86% month-on-month in April 2025. Food inflation, a critical component of the CPI basket, was 21.14% in May 2025 compared to 21.26% year-on-year in April 2025. On a month-on-month basis, food inflation accelerated by 0.13 percentage points to 2.19% in May 2025 from 2.06% in April 2025. Core inflation, which excludes agricultural product and energy items, also followed a similar trend, declining to 22.28% in May 2025 from 23.39% year-on-year in the previous month. Key takeaways: 1. Prices continue to rise, though at a slower rate than in April 2025. 2. Food prices remain high and costs continue to rise each month. From April to May, food prices increased by 2.19%. This means that if yam was 500 naira last month, it is likely to be around 510 naira now. Food remains the biggest pain point. 3. The easing of core inflation may be ascribed to the stability in foreign exchange rates. 4. Major contributors to inflation include food and drinks, 9.2%, restaurants and hotels, 3.0%, and transportation, 2.5%. Food constitutes a significant portion of people's spending, so when food prices rise, it complicates life, particularly for families. Transport and housing costs also impact individuals' finances, and these are expenses that are difficult to avoid. 5. In the cities, prices rose faster than last month. However, in the villages, they are still increasing, albeit at a slower pace than before. This may be linked to the cumbersome logistics of delivering food items and products from the villages to the cities. 6. Borno, 38.9%, Niger, 35%, and Plateau, 32.4%, experienced the largest increases in prices, possibly due to insecurity affecting agricultural production and supply chains. In contrast, Katsina, 16.3%, Adamawa, 18.2%, and Delta, 18.4%, saw the slowest rises, attributed to localizing price corrections and reduced demand pressure. 7. Energy sub-indices experienced a decline of 0.43 percentage points in May 2025, traceable to a decrease in petrol prices influenced by Dangote refinery. In summary, the May 2025 inflation report indicates a moderating trend with year-on-year declines in headline food and core inflation rate. However, month-on-month increases in food and urban inflation, along with the state-level variations, present ongoing challenges. Policymakers should address food supply issues, stabilize energy costs, and tailor regional interventions to maintain downward inflation and support economic stability. Inflation expectations. We anticipate a further decline in headline inflation in June 2025 due to continued stability in the foreign exchange rate and energy prices. Food inflation will remain a significant pressure point due to insecurity in major food processing areas such as Benue State. Thank you for listening. Please join us same time next week for another interesting and insightful session. For questions, comments, and feedback, kindly forward to ebo.ayodeji@gmail.com or send an SMS to 07082463747. Stay blessed and have a great week.